Ready or not, here I come now. Let's play hide and seek. Prepare to be caught. Here I come now. Let's play hide and seek. Riding on the playground, no one dares to make a sound. Round and round and round and round, no one wants to be first found.
Good evening. How's everybody doing? Doing good, I hope. Hope you guys are getting some sun in. Sun's starting to pick up a little bit, so it's so nice. It's so nice to have some daylight longer than 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. Anyway, I thought I'd bring you some couple of really odd, some police reports that are really weird. And yeah, like I said, things are ramping up over there. They even use that term in here as ramping up in here in one of the police reports. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe they're using that word. Anyway, so here we go. Okay, so we're going to start out 420, which was 420. What's the date today? Hold on. Okay, so that was Sunday. Duh. So right off the bat, let me get the phone down so I'm not actually making a bunch of noise. Right off the bat, you got a DUI, so they arrested that person. Then the shots off of Kenneth Street. Now, I don't know why, but I keep feeling like that's where the gunshots were the day of on the 13th also, or the 12th, 13th. So I'll go look after I get this done, if I can remember. You see, so heard 2 gunshots. Sounds like it's coming from the west. Unable to locate, of course. Suspicious person. This one's weird. Complaint of a suspicious male dropped off at a church. Weird. Another suspicious person advising there's a vehicle that looks like it has been abandoned. There's a lot of that going on. There's the theft at Jack's Diner, advising that he believes his rear license plate was stolen while he was eating at the diner. Crazy, right? I mean, there's somebody in town being very, very bad. Parking. I'm just gonna fly past some of these. Agency assist. Latah County Sheriff's Office heading to this location to check out with a subject who has a warrant, requesting MPD to assist as backup unit. Officer responded, no report. So there's a lot of, they're collecting. I call it collecting. They're collecting people right now for whatever they need them for. They're calling on whatever, in my opinion, favors, whatever. Some of these people aren't even listed. The reports coinciding with when they were brought into the Latah County Jail, there's nothing. So it's like, okay, so how'd they get there? What, it's weird. But then you look on their on I-Court, which is just their arrests and stuff like that, and you see cases that are open for like years, like still pending. Yeah, like I said, they're just going to call in that favor, right? That's how it feels like to me anyway. Okay. Vehicle driving fast. Other law enforcement wants to talk to this one right here. Law enforcement call. Doesn't give an address. Wants to talk to the Special Investigations Unit. Wants to know if he can go back to working doing CI things. What? You know what I find even weirder about this? That they actually put this in the frickin' police report. I mean, wouldn't this be something you want to keep, like, undercover? But I'm glad they put it out there because that's pretty wild. Okay, we got hearing screams and banging and female yelling over on 1000 block of West A. I'm not going to read the animals. Female currently on the property which needs to be trespassed. That's on Jefferson. Creekside, abnormal behavior, complaint of issue with neighbor. So Creekside is where a couple police officers live over there. It's a happening little area over there, like apartment building. This one, driver's license and driving with license suspended, revoked, down at the steam plant. So they got, someone down there loitering probably. Another backup for DUI. Two-vehicle accident, noise complaint. Okay, let's go down to here. I'm going to just flip through them real fast because there's some weird ones on here. We've got partying, screaming, and music. Substance problem on Mountain View. Reporting someone smoking weed in the complex. Officers, wants officers to make sure it's just not a skunk. These are good weed. Some skunk weed. Disorderly conduct on Taylor. Reporting a neighbor is outside shouting and threatening to fight her boyfriend. Off of Taylor, right? Right where the officers were that night, 3 a.m. Right where the hydrant, that's Taylor right there. 700 block, that's literally right there. So, let's see what we got here. Domestic dispute. People yelling, but male and female above her unit. South Main. Lots of DVs going on right now, and lots of arrests. It's really crazy. Other law enforcement wants to talk to an officer about a male who was making suicidal statements and has a firearm. Yeah. Then we've got Lenter says she needs to speak with an officer about a move-out order. Now, Lenter's pretty... No, is it Lenter or Levick? Maybe it's Levick, I'm thinking. Traffic. So there's a traffic accident. Wow. EMS, law. So they all got there. Mountain View. By 7 vehicles are parked in the area blocking the field entrances for tractors. I mean, these are the kind of things, I swear, that they just do to... It's like malicious mischief. Like, this is what you've got to go do. This is your task for the night, to be shitty. And you just got to go do this and piss people off. And it's just ridiculous stuff. I mean, how time consuming for something like this when you could be doing something way better. I mean, anything would be better probably. I got a welfare check at the Latah County Courthouse. Youth Services advised a male sleeping in the breezeway of the courthouse. Stray animals suicidal. So this is Levick. There's that Levick one. I know I read that last time to you guys. But this one's actually a male. RP's friend called him 15-20 minutes ago and advised he was suicidal. So the one I'm used to hearing on Levick, same 1600 block, is a woman. So I find that really, really odd. I don't think I've ever heard of a guy over there. It's always been a woman. Controlled substance at the Grove. Does that surprise you? Not really. 8 to 10 people, late teens, early 20s. Okay. Noise complaint, right over by Sigma Chi, advising that they have been playing loud rock music since 1530. RP could hear from her basement on Walenta Drive. No report. Law enforcement, let's see, Gormley. Adult on the swing and it looks like it's going to break. Suspicious person on Taylor reported that last night there was a man on a scooter that approached her. See, people are getting, I don't blame him. I'd be totally freaked out over there too. I'd call on it, probably every last little thing. Okay, we've got Almond Law Enforcement. Request to speak to an officer about firearm prohibitors. Firearm prohibitors. Isn't that like a silencer? Isn't it? Wow. Ballsy person. Theft in progress. Females filling a cart. RP would like officers in the area. Officers responded. Report taken. Theft other. Target. Officers requested a case. Report taken. Yeah, they definitely... Okay. Law enforcement on 5th has questions about a protection order. Lots of those going on. Lots of protection orders right now, too. Reporting reporting 4 sports cars racing, cutting people off and speeding. So that's another thing they do. Now this is one thing that I read in, it's just a report of all the different deaths from hazing, and it goes way, way back. Well, one of them that they do to the girls a lot, and that's what they get them really hammered, basically keep them up and sleep deprived, and they put them behind a wheel of a car and tell them to drift. I mean, and it's like several of them, not just one girl behind a car with nobody else on the road. It's a bunch of them. And anyway, this incident on this one was 2 girls died that night from the drift. Did I say grifting? Drifting? I don't know if I said grifting or drifting. A little bit of both. Okay. So, where was I at there? Protection order, suspicious. Okay, race cars. Okay. So, suspicious person, Friendship Square, says there was a child taking photos of the RP's child and group of friends earlier today. Now, would that be, I mean, there's been a guy around the school and around the playground lately who has been taking pictures of the kids. And he's been, there's been several reports on it. I wonder if he's got now a child going in to take pictures of these kids. Now, that's messed up. Another suicidal. Someone hanging out the window like they are looking at jumping for the past 7 minutes. Unconscious person, Eddington Avenue. Police, fire, EMS responded. 1 transported. Domestic dispute, Washington. Male and female fighting in the street. White pickup running. Okay, so there's a white pickup running. So right next to him, I guess. Alcohol offense. There are underage subjects in the... Get this one. There are underage subjects in the ER that have talked about how a local restaurant served them underage. Shit be going down, you guys. Okay, I'm not sure how much room I have on here, so I better really... Let me pop this one over. 18. Controlled substance, traffic stop case. Oh, so they stop someone, traffic stops, and then they're gonna, get a case going here. Perimeter Drive, so that's over by, Perimeter Drive is around where the frat stuff is, and that is arrested a male, report taken. DUI, another one arrested off Troy Road, which is where, Troy, that's such a crazy spot over there. You've got the cop shop, you've got the Grove Apartments, or the, the Grove, you've got Identity Apartments, where those guys were, still the sign on that morning of the 13th. I'm a little wheezy tonight, so just so you guys know. Suspicious person, Home Street, reporting there was a van in the parking lot with people sleeping in it. Trespassing complaint, silos and social. Complaint of people who have climbed the silos and reported to be throwing objects onto vehicles. They're climbing down now. Welfare check off Levick again. Reporting that his son has been making suicidal comments. So yesterday, this was on there too, right? So this is like literally every day this happens, but normally it's the female. So this one's twice in a row, and I'm sure there'll be one for the female. Normally there is every day. Law enforcement at Walmart says he has permission from Walmart to take the bike that has been abandoned in front of the store for 4 years. Wow. Seriously, for 4 years? Crazy. The guy on the scooter's back. Reporting an electric scooter on the sidewalk heading northbound super fast. The RP almost struck by the scooter. Normally this scooter, interesting. Well, if it's a scooter or the wheelchair, the other one used to say wheelchair. Now that I haven't read one of those in a while. But he'd always get high-centered. He'd be flipped over. He'd be high-centered. All sorts of stuff was always in the reports. Forgot about that one. Was it hit and run? Let's see. Suspicious person. Resident was catfished online and is upset. I don't blame him. Let's see. Code violation. So this one's interesting to me because I feel like this one is for, I don't know why I think informant. I don't know why, but it always comes up, that couplet, the place right there. Okay, so South Couplet, because the first one I read about this, it said, so-and-so cover unit requesting a cover unit. So a cover unit requesting a cover unit. And it was at the South Couplet here. So officer requested a case for code violation. Trevoice, okay, welfare check. Color rights, dropped off an elderly male off this location. Seems he's really disoriented. It happens a lot, man. I'm telling you. Poor older people over there. More off Polk Street, more animal complaints about dogs being aggressive. Levick, so she is advising. Okay, so Levick, this 1600, so same one with the self takeouts or whatever you want to call them. Self exits, I guess is what you call it. Call her advising that she is at a friend's house and he is very drunk and they have been fighting. Hit and run, passenger door, theft. Found property. RP found an ID and would like it to be picked up. I just read one back from when it was it? It's let me see what it says on here. But there was one from, I was looking up, oops, hold on, I'm kind of loud right now. 10/30/23, there was really loud cars, and then there was crashing things, and there was talks about things that have been happening to him. So each one of these I'm saying is different, right? It's from a different area. Then another one was arrested, a female was arrested on a warrant. Big blue dumpster blocking part of the road near the water tower. Wants to talk to someone about sister she believes to be suffering from a mental illness. And then there was a cat poisoning, and the guy just said his cat passed away. Assault, of course, at Palouse River Drive, down where, Leonard is. Found property, 4 to 5 wallets, and they have money and IDs in them. Now, you guys, that's scary as hell right there. I mean, so this isn't not the first time this has happened on these reports. I mean, I read one time where the postman turned in, it was rubber banded together. There was I think he said 6 or 7 IDs, just female IDs, all rubber banded together just in a mailbox. Okay. Son locked her out of the house. He's hearing demons and is paranoid. Mom says he has mental issues. Then there was a cell phone was stolen, tracked it to Moscow, and then of course the CI stuff. See what else is on here. So I know that also I was also looking up the Emma Bailey stuff, like things that were at the house over there before they sold it, and one of them was on 11/4/24, husband and wife in a fight. This was just 11/4/24. These are all different ones. Okay, but this was Shetland Court. This is where they were, husband and wife in a fight. Then there was one that says drug delivery, and then rabid squirrels on King Street. God. I told you there's rabies going on over there. I've been telling you guys. Okay. ID. Driving erratically. Theft, uncooperative. Arrested a female because of shoplifting, I think. Hit and run. Vehicle hit the green power box. Was arrested a female. Boy, lots of women. And so these could be sorority girls being hazed, you know, getting them really drunk and telling them to drive. And it's you know, known that that's one of the things that they do to the girls a lot. That's part of one of the hazing little things they do, whatever. Simple battery. His girlfriend's cousin shattered his window. Officer responded and arrested the guy. Communication problem. So this is an open 911. Heard possible arguing, then laughing before they DCD'd. DCD'd. I don't know what that means. I know I've got to know what that means. It's probably something super simple. Before they DCD. Sure. So then attempted unaliving. Friend took a lot of pills. Officers and EMS responded. Subject transported. Have you guys ever heard anywhere of any? I swear I've never seen so many attempts and like calls for unalivings ever. I mean, I can't believe how many there are in this area. I mean, it is unbelievable. Let me know how. Something's got to be going on over there so bad. I mean, it can't just be the light and, light, how you, what is it? Light deprivation where, they get all depressed and all that kind of stuff when they don't have, through the wintertime, and then summer comes around and everything's A-okay. I don't think that's it. It's got to be something else because this goes on all the time. It's not just during the winter months. This is like all throughout the year, right? And it's just crazy to me how many there are. I mean, every single day. And that one person is every single day. So, although I didn't see the woman today, the guy, yeah, but not the woman. So, okay, so I'm going to let this one go and I'm going to start another one because you got some stuff in here I want to read you. Okie dokie. I love you guys. I got some good stuff coming. But I just need to get a few things out of there. Oh, I know what I want to go do. Hold on just a second. So there are a few people in the Lita right now. This particular person right here, this is, I recently did a video on Killy. It's a weird first name, but her last name is Torres. She was in jail here, and she is the wife of this guy, and they are ex-roommates with TF. He's the one with all the vicious dogs. He's got report after report after report after report. And it's probably his dogs that are running around right now, his and TF's, because I believe he had some too. So he's been sitting in there since 3/21, right? Yeah, he's been. And then this guy, also, he is, from what I could tell, he lived at maybe, I don't know, a few doors down from TF. On Cleveland. And then this guy right here, this is a guy that my videos were taken down immediately from this guy when I posted it. And it was like over a year ago. Anyway, he is, he's on the SO list. And he never had a picture up. They never had an image of him up there. And my video was about that. And the reason why they didn't have a picture on there. And that's why they took it down. And I'm not going to say anything right now because they might take this one down. And I don't want them to do that. So, but anyway, when I was reading the one thing about the CI thing, that makes me think of this particular person right here. Now, interestingly enough, get this. When this case first started, remember Justin, you guys? This is one of the ones he said out of the 4, he says that did this. He claims that this is one of them. And yeah, that was, 2 years ago? He said that. Anyway, just thought I'd show you a few things. And now I'm going to let you go. I'm going to ta-ta for now. Bye.